Today we're going to be following the career of the worst running back ever. To do that, though, we had to create the worst running back ever, introducing Tion Jones, who honestly is going to be giving 2013 Trent Richardson a run for his money. Not very fast, not very elusive, but I suppose he does have a little bit of juke move. He's obviously going to have X Factor. He's going to be 21 years old, and we're going to have to see what happens. But if you wanted to see where these ratings actually came from, hold on to your butts. For the speed, we get it from Sargent, technically, because on the opposite of the following the best career, we're actually going for the lowest overall, even though ironically enough, he does have a lot better Excel. We get the strength from Davis, the agility from Evans, you're going to see a trend, the Excel from Roundtree the third, the awareness, if you even want to call it that, from LeBourne, the break tackle from Elijah Dotson, the trucking from Velus Jones, but does it really count? The COD from Evans again, the ball carrier vision from Patrick Taylor, the stiff arm from Rivers, spin move from Peoples, juke move from Peoples, carrying from Jones, catching, if you even want to call it catching, from Evans, short route running from Evans, medium route running from McBride, deep route running from McBride, catching traffic from McBride, spec catch from McBride, he will not do anything in the receiving game, the release from McBride, the jumping from Dye, 2-inch vertical. I did add all of these ratings for blocking, but just for this sake, you're going to just see 30 pass block from Jones and 24 run block from Godwin, lead block from Williams, impact block from Dearness Johnson, kick returning the ball to the other team, McCormick, stamina from Evans, injury from Dobbins, you're not beating the allegations, and the toughness from Washington. So I have no idea when this guy's going to go. We have him at the end of the first round because I am going to be starting him. The one thing that's going to be super unrealistic with this series is that we pretty much have to force them to start. Otherwise, we just won't see them ever develop. It's just never going to happen. Like, he's coming in at, what was it, like a 43 overall at best? When are they ever going to start a 43 overall if we don't force it, you know? So obviously that's the one thing that's going to be unrealistic. So I might as well put him in the first round. If they're going to be starting a guy that they shouldn't be starting, you might as well draft the guy you shouldn't be drafting, as we're going to potentially see him go to the Ravens, which could be very interesting. Run-heavy team. Derrick Henry's definitely going to be regressing, but as a 99 overall now in Madden, he's probably going to be a 90 overall even after a huge regression point. Maybe he goes a little bit higher, maybe the Bills, perhaps. I'm not really sure who's going to take him here because most teams have a good running back, and especially here at the end, most teams have a really good running back. Maybe the Vikings? Aaron Jones with a pretty big regression point. Kind of be unfortunate if he does go to the Vikings, because, we just did a really long 10-year rebuild of them, so I don't know if we want to see more of them, but I was about to say, not much of a choice. Maybe check that out if you haven't already. Let's see who's going to take them. I mean, you got the Eagles here. You still got the Bills. You got the Lions. That would have been interesting. David Montgomery. Genty is the first running back off the board of teams. The Browns, it took a long time. There's like, we don't want to take him. 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 They didn't. The Raiders. Now, the guy's an X Factor, mind you, and he's a late first, but they know better. They still know better. I'm going to have to just, we'll come back to this when he's actually taken, if he's taken. We're midway through the second round. You're telling me teams don't want this. What are you seeing that you're passing on this? Look at that jumping. Decent? Oh, I thought Dallas did it. That would have been kind of crazy. I don't think we've had one yet where we've actually started off on the team that took them, right? Maybe the Chiefs with the safety one? I don't remember. Maybe. Probably not, though. So I actually got impatient in the third round and skipped to next draft pick. Didn't realize they didn't have a fourth, I think it was. Went to the fifth. He's still here. Now the sixth round, he is still here. All right, he's going to go UDFA. I'm going to have to just take him for the Cowboys. Tion Jones, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. What is that? What is that circle? I actually don't know what that is. What does that even mean? He's so bad that they've brought out like a portal or something to get him out of here. Jerry Jones has that kind of money. He's built a portal to remove Tion Jones because they realize they've made a poor mistake. What is it? Concerns about his speed? Yeah. Average juke move? Yeah. Spin move won't make highlight reels? Yeah. Sure. That's the first one so far that we had to actually draft the player. I wonder if that's going to be a common theme in this one. Of course, we're not going to do every single one. Absolutely not doing fullback. Absolutely not doing O-line. Other positions like wide receiver, tight end, edge, DT, corner, middle linebacker, perhaps, but definitely not fullback and O-line without a doubt. Just, it's not happening. I'm sorry. We're pushing it. Okay, we're pushing it. 43 overall, Tion Jones is the new starting running back of the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, we're pushing it a bit here. Also didn't realize they went for Henderson. We should probably trade him off for maybe a position of need. I'm pushing it a little bit, though. I mean, I'm not going to trade him, okay? I'm not going to do it. I'm pushing it too hard. We're damn near doing a rebuild at this rate. I got to stop. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below which position you want to see next. Do you want to see wide receiver? You want to see tight end, edge, DT, middle linebacker, whatever. Dak is terrible. Oh, my God. He's like a 12 overall now. And also, while you're down there, if you're new, maybe subscribe to the channel. We do a ton of franchise stuff. And whether you are or not, maybe leave a like if you end up enjoying the video. I don't know if they're going to keep Jones. I need Jones to be here for a couple of years to get that overall up, so then hopefully they won't release him every time I just skip ahead a little. I knew it was going to happen, too. I skipped ahead, and they just released him. Oh, no. Oh, I got to find him. Like, I don't want him. Stop. He is on the practice squad, so they didn't actually release him. They dropped him to the practice squad, which I guess does make a lot of sense. But yeah, we're not going to be following his career 4 years down the line when he's a practice squad guy still. Year one to start off the career of who will be the GOAT. Also, he's got a hat in his freaking picture. That's sick. I don't know why I clicked on it as if he's going to wear his hat in the game. That's cool. How many times do you see that? Like, accessories. I mean, we've seen some glasses, right? Like, you know, what's the dude name? The freaking, the Colts guy, damn it. Oh, Cowboys with 5 and 12. We've seen this scheme do well in the past, especially for running backs. Haven't really paid attention to the Cowboys lately, though. See what we got here. Oh, my God. 1.5 yards per carry, but what was the glow up like? Okay, 56 overall. We have him on 150 sliders. So that was an overall upgrade of what? 13 points? That's pretty good. The problem is, of course, the speed's never going to go up. Was the excel up, though? Like, was that a few acceleration? It was. It actually was a few excel. So he went up 2 acceleration. He just didn't go up speed. But we'll pay attention to those off-season things. We can see that the personality type is leader. So if we get an offensive coordinator talking about him, maybe we can get the speed up by knowing his leadership. He went up 1 or 2 speed, 85 speed. It's not good, but it's something. It's a step, if you will. But I will say his elusiveness is already through the roof. 88 juke, 88 spin move. I'm telling you, starting rookies in Madden is crazier than ever. And I will say, we're like basically in January now. I feel like you probably know that by now. You know, I'm telling you something you already know, damn it. And I will say, Jones was number 4 in offensive rookie of the year. It wouldn't have really mattered. It would give him a nice little XP boost. But yeah, he kind of just needs like the things he can't really upgrade, which is speed. What if they'll move on for the running back? They did not draft one. They know what's best. Really fast corner, pretty damn fast safety even. And then, you know, some things. 8 and 9. What was the running back looking like? You know, it's going to be kind of rough early on, but it's, you know, progress. Less touchdowns, but more yards per carry by a lot. Let's take a look at what that overall looks like now. 68 overall. The question is, how much of this lack of athleticism is going to be hurting him? Also seeing that the break tackle is really low. 71 break tackle for a guy with 96 juke, 96 spin move is definitely strange. But it is also cool to see that change of direction upgrades are actually decently common enough. You know, he went from 73 change of direction, I believe it was, to 87. So really, it's just that speed that is killing him. Trucking stiff arm obviously is going to be pretty low. Catching all that's pretty low. But he is insanely elusive. It'd be really interesting to see what he actually plays like. Another draft, they go DT at 14. Pretty damn good overall. I got a couple of nice players in there, 70 overall above. Also, let me know what you guys think. Instead of looking at the rookies, should we not just, like, skip to the regular season where, you know, the roster's set and then just take a look at the roster real quick? It could probably take about the damn same time, maybe a little bit longer, but we'd have a better idea of, you know, what we're looking at, right? Like, instead of that, we can do this where we'll be like, hey, here's what the team looks like for the upcoming season. You know, we'll have to move Jones up there, but, You got some offensive linemen, wide receivers looking good, defense got an X factor. This might be the better way to do it. Oh, there you go. The Cowboys at 13-4. They're broke as hell. Two of the players on the offense in the top 3. Running back not quite there. The yards per carry are climbing though, and so are the touchdowns. Not the best work once again yardage wise, but could have maybe snuck on the top 5 maybe for the best running back award. And he will not even make the top 10. A little surprised by that. There's a lot of touchdowns. I know the yards are a little low, but still, they're in the playoffs. Maybe he can win 5 Super Bowls as a backup level running back, even if he's actually starting. Also, we should have looked at his overall, because once again, he's going to be climbing up there every single season. But how far can he really go? That's the question, because he's already got near max elusiveness ratings. So where does he go from here? He is a very high overall, actually, at an 82, I believe. Excel doesn't go up any higher. Speed doesn't go up any higher. Change of direction does, though. It's at a 93 rating. Elusiveness at 82. Break tackle is getting there. So is carry and ball carrier vision. Truck, stiff arm, strength, all still really low. Athleticism, all really low. But he is getting there. And the yards per carry is telling me that if he actually does get to a 90 overall, which hopefully it's possible, even with that speed, he might still be a 4 to 5 yards per carry guy. It's just he's got to keep getting that overall up, which, considering it's only 23, is fine. Last time it didn't really go super well when we put dev regression on, so I'm going to keep it off for now. I think it is kind of dumb to even do it even at 30, to be honest. Let's just, have a little bit of fun. Let it happen as the Eagles have a little bit of fun and win that game against us in the first round, unfortunately. The first round we're playing, at least. As let's take a look at these numbers. Was it the running back that cost us? It was Dak. Jones, I've seen worse than 3.2 from guys way better. Oh, they go quarterback, pick 28. He's only a 71 overall, but, rookie quarterback, if they start right away, there's really the sky's the limit at that point. But, yeah, this looks like a really miserable draft. Dak is still here. Ferguson's an 87 overall, which is pretty cool. We have all the other positions around 130, 140, running back a little bit higher because it is a position that takes a little while to get going, and then it drops off dramatically. Who the hell is Lowry? He's a corner. Well, I'm going to start him anyways for him. But, yeah, 84 overall. It's going to be hard to really do any damage with that. But, see if Jones can get to the 3 yards per carry margin now. Missed out on the playoffs this time at 8-9. Kind of expected it, though. The team looked worse than it ever had. Dak's playing okay, but it's not good enough. Jones still just shy of that 3 yards per carry total. I'm really curious, though, to see, is he ever going to be good enough? He's an 86 overall now. His elusive back rating's at 86. So at this point, can he even upgrade anything else? Probably not. Which means, will he get to that 90? Maybe. He's an 86. He keeps going up. That's all that matters. As long as it's up, even if it's a little bit slower, that's all that matters. He's 24 now, about to be 25, I believe. But break tackle is starting to, get up there. Change of direction's awesome. Speed and excel. Agility, not so much. Little sucky you can't get those ratings up. This would have been a really good series to do any other Madden besides this one, unfortunately. Didn't really think to do it, but, here we are. As we have no choice. I want to do it, and the past is the past. I'm not downloading last Madden. I've already got it with Madden 25. All right, update of the team. They ended up with 2 tackles, Goodrich and Morgan, for their rookie draft class. And then defensively, you still got Parsons, you got Mayberry, you got Ratliff, you got Beckham still. Corners are starting to regress a little bit, but Bland's still going kind of strong. Quarterback position's a little iffy, but Albert's going to make the start at 24 years old. And this time the team is in the playoffs at 11-6. The quarterback, Albert, had a pretty damn good season for his first year in the league. Jones gets over 3 yards per carry, some touchdowns, some yards, reaching close to that 1,000-yard season, almost a 90 overall as well. Been trying to get those upgrades, through the offseason, but a lot of them has just been, one of them recently was CeeDee Lamb wants to talk about not having a good quarterback, and one was a defensive side of the ball, I need the offense, I need freaking Tion Jones. But he obviously looks really good, really elusive. Just, once again, that athleticism is troubling. Obviously not going to win any awards with those kind of numbers, but maybe a Pro Bowl. We'll see when it's near the end of his career. The Saints, okay, beat them. Now against their rivals, the Falcons. And unfortunately losing 24-10. I am curious to see what happened in that one. Did Jones have a good one? Did he have a good game? That's all I could really ask for. Oh my lord, we're What are we in here? Here we are. The Cowboys versus the Falcons. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't see them. Rushing numbers, ooh, maybe not. So the best players of the Cowboys draft was a safety and a running back. Not sure why they would go running back when you've got multiple good running backs, but Jones is now in the 90s, which usually means that the player is going to be really good. So we'll see if he can kind of overcome the lack of athleticism. But ironically enough, Henderson, the backup, or Green, the new guy, he's got 10 more speed than Jones, which is wild, but 83 speed, I think he can get it done anyways. Ooh, 4-13 after a playoff season. See, the quarterback had a bad year. Albert did have a worse year. So did Jones. So it's seeming like speed does actually play a huge factor because he's in the 90s and he is playing like a horrible running back. It could be the scheme, maybe, possibly, but I have to assume that it is the fact that he is not a good running back. I mean, he's really smart and good at juking. He's just not very fast. Team got a bunch of 70-some overalls. The offensive line's still intact. Quarterback's not really developing as quickly as I was hoping he would. Lamb's an 89 overall. He's 32 years old. Oh, he's a 90 overall, apparently. Excuse me. He's 32 years old, so he's still got maybe another year or two of being truly elite. Jones is a 92 overall, but we've seen a pretty bad year from him last season, and that speed's not going up anytime soon, it appears, and yeah, it's a little concerning. I don't know if he's even going to get to 10K yards at this rate. 8-9, we miss the playoffs again. Let's take a look at the rushing numbers. Albert, the picks are a little bit lower, but he just is genuinely getting worse. Jones is getting better, but those yards are not. I do think it is the speed. It is the speed. So maybe there are some actual ratings in this game that do get affected, or stats, by ratings. And just like that, Jones is already regressing. The guy doesn't have the speed to be regressing. Wait. So me clicking on a scenario made us lose 4 speed in Excel for CeeDee Lamb. Explain to me why we should click off-season scenarios again. Anyone got an answer for that one? No? Okay. I just wanted to make sure, He only lost 2 speed in the offseason as is, so he loses 6 speed in one offseason. Lovely. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be clicking that from now on. Worth it. I don't even know what year it is anymore, but this is what the team looks like. They got themselves a wide receiver. They got themselves an outside linebacker, but it doesn't seem like that wide receiver is even making the top list to start. 28 years old for a running back, especially in Madden, like a super especially in Madden, is a crazy drop-off. And you know what? He is basically at his max. Maybe could have argued before this season started or the last season ended, he was at his max. I want to go into a game and just see what it's even like to use him. He's got near max for his juke move and his spin move, but he has, once again, no speed, no acceleration, no anything, really. But he's got good change of directions. I wonder if he's usable, because obviously you got guys like Kyron in the game that are, kind of equal, right? And they're not even as athletic, like Jukely was. Yeah, I said Jukely. That is a word. What you know about that Jukely status? Probably not the best team to go against here. I don't even know if Miles is on this team anymore, actually. Going to go to the left. And I will say, that's not terrible. He gains 8. He's slow as hell, but that's not terrible. Even though stretch play is probably not the best for him because he's obviously not that fast, but they do usually get the best blocks in the game. He doesn't really need much. I will say the lack of agility seems to be affecting the speed of the juke move. Like, what is he like in space? Obviously, he's probably going to drop every pass. Oh, yeah, he is slow in space, though. Stiff arms out of it, though. Or break tackles out of it. Not bad. If I can get a spin move out of him, I'd be happy. I'd be happy to call it there. Get a spin move, even if I'm not going to juke anyone with it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I couldn't even see it. Looked like he actually might have, like, spin cycle or something. But, yeah, he is very slow. There's no arguing that. There's nobody that is going to be mistaking him for anyone fast. Oh, my. Yeah, okay, so usable, but not elite. Ooh, playoffs. Kind of undeserved at 9-8. CeeDee Lamb's still on the top list. So this is going to be a good one next time, it seems, because even though CeeDee Lamb's speed has regressed to basically nothing, it doesn't seem to slow down his production, right? 80 speed, 81 Excel, using that on the field seems like it would be unbelievably bad. Of course, every other rating's unbelievable, so I'm not really sure how this regression has worked. So strange to me, an 86 overall who's 33 years old. It's like all speed and Excel based that his overalls drop so much, but It seems like the next one, if we do wide receiver, is going to be a lot more fun because, well, you can see here, Jones. It could be the scheme. I don't think it is. I think it just has 100% to do with that speed and acceleration, because I've seen some of the worst schemes in the world produce numbers because, well, it's kind of pretty basic across the board. We did get on the list for top 10 running backs, but 3,100 legacy score so far, not so good. But maybe he can retire with a ring. Will not be memorable at all, though. Like, it would be one of those how is he still here type of situations as we lose the Eagles immediately. Let's see if he had a good playoff game. I mean, there might have been some in between, but every playoff loss so far has been really bad for him. So let's see if we can actually hit something. I mean, that's okay. 3.8. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but very lackluster career so far. What is his career numbers even? I'm trying to think, like, how many years he's played. Got to be like 5,500 to 6,000 if I had to guess. 52.79 with an average of 2.9. Oh my, he's terrible. We haven't really been looking at the drafts or anything like that lately, but look at this. 88 speed tight end, Bo Osborne. A lot of like 6'3" tight ends, but the lacking of height in a tight end lately, it's kind of growing on me. I used to be like the 6'5", 6'6" plus type of tight end liker, but you know what? 6'3"? Honestly, I think Brock Bowers has done it. I think he's made a believer out of me. It's not that they couldn't, Vernon Davis was 6'3", wasn't he? And he was like one of my favorite tight ends. So let's see, Vernon Davis height 6'3". Yeah, I mean, it's just in Madden wise, not something I usually was going for, but I'm a believer. Jones, though, 88 overall. I mean, he never really even got a chance to get going, to be honest. Just don't take away. He's already they're taking away acceleration, of course, but just don't take away the speed, dude. He's got nothing left. Let him have it. Let him keep the damn speed. We're reaching the end, though. The team doesn't look that great. I mean, it's an 88 overall. A lot of it's on the defensive side of the ball, but it's an 88 overall. But yeah, Jones is, I mean, this is the last season has to even be halfway decent. I don't think he's even reached 4 yards per carry yet. 6 and 11. Once again, kind of a lackluster one. I just don't know why they've kept him either. Like, I'll be honest with you, okay? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. A few of the ones we've done, we've moved them off of teams manually. Okay? Spoiler alert. I know. Say what you will. I know, like, anyone that does these kind of followings, they do that too. Like, you got to be honest. Like, otherwise, sometimes it's just going to be a boring one. Like, they're just going to keep a guy that they just have no use for. Sometimes I see where the backup's there. Didn't do this one. Figured they would, kind of let him go on their own because he's not really done well. But no, they love the guy. They're like, hey, this guy sucks. Just like us. Keep him on the team. Best yards per carry season we've had was actually last year. Arguably his best career season as well. Just based on how efficient he was during that time. But let's take a look at his awards. Did he have any Pro Bowls? His award was being manually drafted by us in the 7th round, where he would have just went UDFA if not. That sucks. That sucks. This is going to be worse than the offensive lineman one. That's saying that. And the fullback might have had more yards than Jones. That's crazy. This is almost like an experiment video, though, so I'm going to let it, I'm going to let it slide. I'm going to let it exist. But, yeah, that's the big problem with these doing this series is some of the speeds. Now, the defenders, I don't think it's going to matter as much. Maybe for corner it will. But I think the defenders, it probably doesn't matter how slow they are. Like a slow linebacker, we've seen really good slow linebackers in the league. We've seen arguably slow, the Bosas they're not slow for like human terms, but for Madden, they're pretty slow, I suppose, off the edge. They do perfectly fine, Safeties, there's plenty of slow ones that in real life they do fine. In Madden, they're literally unusable. So, just it's the way it is. I don't think Jones will retire yet, but you just never know. Let's take a look. He's just out of here. Who knows? He is not. What's that regression looking like, though? He's got to be like 83 overall. The regressions are they're tough. They are so brutal. As I thought he turned into a star dev. I was like, he regressed so hard. He regressed dev, even with dev regression off. He just went right through the damn rating. He didn't care. Still loses speed, by the way. Loses 2 speed. Speed he didn't have to begin with. There should be thresholds. Like, if a guy is under 85 speed, especially as a running back, even as like a 33-year-old, Like, why are they losing more speed? Like, it shouldn't just be based on, well, this guy's 30, he should lose some speed. You know, his speed's already low enough as is. I get it. It kind of does make sense because, like, you are getting older, so you should be slower than what you were, but at the same time, that is ridiculously low. All right, 84 overall Jones. I'm a little surprised that he's actually still the starter here. They did draft a really fast hidden dev running back. I mean, I would every day of the week start him over the guy that they still have, Jones. I mean, he just looks ridiculous. Like, he's so much better. He has all the catching traits on top of it. But that's not my call anyways. They want to start him. So even if I wouldn't have allowed him to, they didn't want me to worry about it anyways. They're like, don't worry, we got you. We're going to let him start again. You can continue to have this weird one going on. Wow, an 8-9 playoff team. This one we're going to have to show you that we didn't, like, force win or anything because that one's wild. 8-9 across the board for, like, the entire division to make the playoffs. Oh, I'm actually, wait. I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the NFC North. I don't know why I was looking at the NFC North. What about the Cowboys? Is this actually a wild card one? Oh, wait. I'm looking at the Vikings. Dude, I'm so lost thinking about that Vikings rebuild that I'm just gone. Don't worry about me, okay? Just forget I said anything. Jones is obviously getting worse. I mean, he was barely good. So obviously when he's getting worse, he's going to be bad. But once again, we talked about it. Maybe he'll be a damn playoff winner, Super Bowl winning running back. Not that there's not a lot of those, but oh my. Wow, this has been tough. This has been a tough one. Let's take a look, though, at how the numbers went anyways. Looking at that Viking side again. Yeah, I was so thrown off. Either way, the NFC North was crazy, though. Speaking of, Jones with 4.3 yards per carry. Probably his only time ever getting 4.3 yards per carry in a game, let alone a season. And oddly enough, the Vikings do actually make the Super Bowl. That's kind of irrelevant. We have ourselves, nope, still, man, we have been so unlucky with the OC. We barely get the OC offseason thing, and it's almost never the running back somehow, as Jones drops down a 78 overall. As a 31-year-old man, I mean, this is kind of his last season. I mean, even this is like forcing the hell out of it. Loses another 3 speed, mind you. Of course, as athletic as they can get, but 78 speed, well, athletic, jukey as they can get, 78 speed, 80 excel. One of these times, me saying something like jukey, it's going to be some new Urban Dictionary thing that, like, people are pointing to, and I'm done. I'm gone. Just know it doesn't come from a place of hate, just a place of brain dead, all right? That's just the way it is. I wonder if they're even going to keep him. No, not staff moves. Hopefully the damn staff moves off this team. Although I will say they did go 11-6 with, I mean, it wasn't a bad roster, but it wasn't a roster that I would be like, yeah, this is a Super Bowl team for sure. All right, you do see a lot of running backs that, you know, kind of sneak around, stick around till they're like literally a 62 overall, which, I mean, is an X factor that probably is going to be his kind of outlook here. But as far as, like, you know, him being still usable, 79 overall sucks. But the juke moves, the spin moves, really good still. Can't believe Albert's still normal dev, though, by the way. Like, please? 8-9, I mean, this is kind of another one of those ones where you're not expecting playoffs. You're just kind of following the rest of his career. We'll say he probably did get to 100 touchdowns, and it's going to be pretty hard to do anything, like, historically on the Cowboys of all teams, but touchdowns alone, he's probably in the top 5 all-time for Cowboys running backs, right? I'd imagine. Well, I suppose in general, getting over 100 would put you in the top 10 all-time, let alone just like one team. Longevity is tough. It's tough, especially at this position. All right, 73 overall. We're going to keep forcing him as the starter, but we're going to start just, you know, speeding this thing up a little bit. You guys are just going to see the stats each time until he retires. We're not going to look at the team anymore. Hey, they're in the playoffs. Jones was the starter again, so at least he'll have some more stats and another chance. Okay, I was about to say it was so bad they won't even show it. 2.6 yards per carry, another tough one. 29 broken tackles. A little surprised that he even has any broken tackles at this rate. But that's it. I'm going to go, you know what? We're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to go straight to the Super Bowl and see if maybe that will get us over the edge. And I don't think that's how it works, but you never know. Got to find a new ritual, make it happen. Yeah, believe it or not, it didn't work. It's not surprising. It was just a lie. Did we at least make it close, I wonder, though? Nope, lost that first game against the Panthers by 8. Jones was horrible. Under 2 point. Like, why is he still in the league? What does he have on the Cowboys? He's gotten something on McCarthy. We'll take a look, assuming our running back isn't retired, which he shouldn't be. We're going to look at that that scenario. Maybe we get some speed back. Who knows? Maybe he'll be faster than ever. Which, I mean, he would need, like... It's crazy. He's actually so slow that even a plus 10 would make him slow. That's how slow he is. And I don't even see him. He didn't retire, but, like, is he maybe so low of an overall that he's just lower than anyone else in front of him? That is what it is. He's 33 years old now. Not a very good overall. So, 63, 59? Math is hard. It literally shows it in the front. No, it doesn't. 65. So he's actually 65 overall. I did the opposite. I took away when I should have been added. But yeah, 87 speed would make him still slow. That's how slow he is. You know you're slow when adding plus 10 makes you slow still. That's bad. Like, that would be slow for a power back. He's an elusive back. Of course, we'll do this. Offensive, player conference. We're going to have a chance here with Jones. What do you got? Nope. Damn. Career numbers. Jones does get over 100, which, I mean, as it stands in real life, which would be different here in game, that would make him a top 10 running back pure touchdowns-wise. Yards, not so much, but still, the touchdowns are interesting. Be really interesting to see this. Like, the talks would be so crazy, though. Like, is there, like, a player that's like this in the league? I'm, like, trying to think of one. Like, even Odell still puts up more yards per catch when he actually plays. He's just so injured. I don't know. But, yeah, Jones is still here. If he sticks around when the cuts happen, we'll be following him again. And I think we have ourselves a case of a player being too low of an overall to have a team. He's not on any roster in the league. I actually just removed a player off our team to try and sign him for free agency because that's where I expected him to be. And he's not there. So I think just like the quarterback one we did, another disappearing act where the player's just gone. Do we just keep playing like this where if that happens, that's the sign that they're basically retired? Because obviously in the NFL, it's not just about retiring because you're too old. Sometimes nobody wants you anymore. It's just the way it is. It's a volatile sport. Super high risk, super high reward. At times, and that's just part of the game, I guess. Don't even know how many seasons he's played. So from 25 to 36, so like what is it, 11 years, 12 years? Regardless of the point, though, not good. Let's leave it at that. Not quite good. Can we look at running back? We can't. His legacy score would have been really, really low. So I'm going to try to see if I can find him here. I don't think we're going to be able to, though. But a little over 8,000 yards. Little over 100 touchdowns. Personally, I don't see him. At one point, he had like 3,000. Like, maybe I passed him already, but I highly doubt it because it was just like he had he had like some okay stats, but he never had any awards. The awards just didn't exist. He had to be higher than 3,000 though. I'm trying to I can't see him. I'm trying to watch real tough, real close this time. I got distracted a couple times when we ran through there. He might just not be there. I mean, I still don't see him. Maybe I did see him, but personally, I don't think I did. I can't find him. But yeah, no Pro Bowls in his career, no award wins, obviously, no Super Bowls. Little over 8,000 with 100 touchdowns. Okay, break tackles. I don't even think he finished over 3 yards per carry, though. Definitely a failure. Following the career of the worst running back in the league, even with X Factor, did not work out. Quarterback was all right. I think the quarterback one was decent. Receiver, I think, is actually going to be very surprisingly good if CeeDee Lamb is any indicator of that. But for all we know, it could just be the name of CeeDee Lamb. We'll end up seeing maybe in the next one if that's the one you guys want to see. If not, let me know which position you want to see instead. If you have any other ideas that aren't like this, completely different ideas, let me know in the comment section below. And that's pretty much going to be it. Thanks for watching. Once again, if you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support here on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays, or not Madden content. Been playing more Indiana Jones. Gonna maybe mix in some other games. Maybe do a little more TCM at some point. But that's the game I've been wanting to play. Just wanted to get that game beat because it's a lot of fun. Maybe check it out. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And once again, shout out to all the members of the channel. Appreciate you guys a ton. If you're out there wanting to become a member, maybe click the join button. It's next to the subscribe button. All the details will be in there. And that's basically it. Appreciate y'all watching, member or not. And until the next one, see ya.